Good morning, beautiful ladies, wonderful gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, however you are viewing this live. Sorry for all the noise in the background, but it's only a little noisy because I'm in the streets. And in the streets there's noise. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. Because whenever I relay the message, so I don't even know where I'm going with this one. What that title say? The title says, it says, the title say, it's time to make America great again. I think it's going to be like a 2-hour live, maybe, I don't know, maybe even a 3-hour live, depending on how much of a word I get. But I know this is not going to be a short live. This is going to be a time-consuming live. Maybe an hour, I don't know. But this live right here is a major point that I have to get out. I have to get this point out, folks. It's a major point I have to get out. It's time to make America great again. Now, when we say make America great again, let's just pause that for 1 second. Let me get my shades back on. Yeah, let me get the shades on. It's time to make America great again. Do you remember when we was growing up, we used to have little fruit trees? We used to have like pear trees and apple trees and peach trees. I'm from the city. I'm from New York, and we still have some peach trees and pear trees and apple trees, the little green apples, hard as shit, but we had green apples, and they taste weird too. But those are the real apples for you. No telling how good those apples really for us. Make America great again. Remember when we used to have vegetation, when we used to have soil, we used to have dirt, we used to have gardens, we used to have backyards, we used to plant stuff. Make America great again. It's time to make America great again, folks. Shout out to you. It's time to make America great again. And I want y'all to really understand that words and wordplay can really trigger people's emotions. Although that Republican Party got that saying, and it's been going on for almost 15 years, or 10 years, or whatever case may be, but MAGA, make America great again. I want you to take those 4 words, make the country you live in, America, great again. How can we make America great again? We got to go back to our roots. We have to go back to the roots of being productive. This non-productive people that we have nowadays, we have non-productive individuals. We have non-productive people who are sitting back waiting for free rides. They waiting for a free check. They waiting for Social Security check. They waiting for a stimulus check. They waiting for their child support check. They waiting for their welfare check. They waiting for their EBT. That's not making America great. All the things that certain parties are trying to say, we're going to give you this and give you that, that's not going to make America great. America was great. America was great when we was getting our nails dirty, when we was out there doing work. America was great when the black folks really was productive. If you can get black people to become productive again, then America will become great again. We was our most productive when we were slaves. That's why America got great, because they used the sweat and blood and tears of black folks and made America great. But take away the slave part, it was when black folks was working hard. That's when America was great. And once you can understand that, and we can build from that, we can eliminate all the ignorance. We can eliminate all the niggitude in us, because we're going to make America great again, meaning that we are going to step it up. See, it says Juneteenth. Since everything became commercialized, okay, when things became commercialized and a lot of our women was getting checks cut to them for their organizations and things like that, and when things went Hollywood, that's when the true essence was snatched out. The true essence of this whole Juneteenth has been snatched out because it's commercialized. White man says, "Hey, we're gonna make it a holiday, and we're gonna nationalize it now." And now all of a sudden, the real meaning behind it is gone. Anytime that day comes, we're supposed to be fired up. But no, we want to dance and party in the streets. Just because you're free don't mean that you party. Once you become free, that means now you got to become even more serious, because you have to become serious about your freedom, because you don't want to go backwards. So in order for us to make America great again, black folks is going to have to step it up, and they're going to have to put some work in. Black folks is going to have to stop being lazy and step it up and put some work in. See, making America great again was when we used to do our own gardening. You know what I'm saying? When we was out there doing our own gardening and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's when America was great. But we're not even showing our little girls how to plant and work seeds. We're not even eating the right proper stuff. We going out and getting Cheetos and hot Cheetos and what you call those shits? Takis and shit like that. So hey, I'll provide you with that. That's what you want? Got it. Got a table full of it. But that's not going to make America great again. We have to go back to the roots. We have to go back to planting and eating right. Meaning that we have to, in order for us to make America great again, we have to reach our women. So that's another topic. So now we got first, well, I mean, it's no order. Maybe we got to reach our women and then stop being lazy. Or maybe we got to stop being lazy and then reach our women. But no matter what, those are two things we must do. We must, in order for us to make America great again, we must stop being lazy. We must get away from this internet. We must get away from this phone. But before we get away from the internet and get away from the phone, let's make sure that we have everything truly organized, so that when we do break away from this internet and break away from this phone, we're already structured and we organized and we moving like a phantom. We moving like a ghost. Because when you're moving on the internet, anybody can know when your moves. But once you organize and then you disappear, no one knows your blueprint because they're not seeing it. But we must get organized. So we got to reach our women, and we must get organized. And that makes unity. So in order for us to make America great again, you must have the organized unity, meaning that you must reach your women, and you mustn't be lazy. Because once you're lazy, then it's going to trigger off to her, then she's going to find a reason not to do stuff. You got to keep her motivated. Remember, boys, when we was out there riding bicycles and we was out there playing basketball, we was out there playing football and baseball and playing tag, our girls were sitting on the steps. Some was active. I had a block. My girls in my neighborhood, they was active with us. But we made them become active. And plus, we were so fun, you know what I'm saying? So it was motivating to, they wanted to be part of this shit. So if you're not lazy and you showing fun, the girls gonna get involved. They're gonna be looking forward to it. So we gotta break this lazy form of living, because this lazy living is hurting us. This lazy living is making our young men kill themselves, because lazy living mean idle time mean idle minds mean more crime. Because once you start thinking the things to do, all the things you're going to think to do is always going to be negative and bad. Make America great again. America used to be great when we used to shame people for littering. There used to be commercials that used to come on, and I used to love the commercials because you'd be on the train, and it'd be a crowded train, and this one man, he pulls out a little Snicker bar, and he drops the wrapper on the ground, and everybody looks at the wrapper. They look at the paper, and they look at him, and then he slowly drops down and picks it back up. We must start shaming one another again. And I ain't talking about on some clowning shit, on some goofy shit. I'm talking about when you doing wrong. I ain't talking about I'm doing this shit for likes and I'm a clown. I'm talking about when the folks are doing wrong, when you raise your kids wrong, when you know that your neighbor is raising these kids to become horrible individuals. We gotta start shaming shit. We can't worry about these people, demons, talk about, mind your business, mind. See, this is a demon voice. When it's a female, this is a demon voice. Mind your business. Mind your business. Fuck you. Mind your business. Mind your business. That's the devil talking. So women, once your voice switch like that, know that's the demon talking. Oh, mind your business. That ain't your voice, homegirl. Devil don't want to be told what to do. Stop raising your kids like that. For us to make America great again, we have to start minding other people's business. It takes a village, right? It takes a village, right, to raise right, huh? Right. It takes a village, right, to raise right, huh? A child, right? It takes a village, right? It takes a village, right? Say that again. It takes a village to raise up a child. It takes up a nation of people to raise up a community of children. If we are supposed to rise up and make these children great, we have to start speaking to them and checking them and getting involved and not being afraid of their demons. Their demon come out, you match it with your godliness. Their demon come out, you shine on them. You let them shut the hell up. You let them shut up, because they're going to shut up. And you allow them to shut up by just shining, not antagonizing and enticing them. I'm getting the wrong word, but infuriating the situation. You don't need to do that. Let them shut up. It was funny because today I was talking to two women at the bus stop, and then one woman, she said, wait, do you have children? Do you have any children? And I said, no. And he can't really speak on behalf because he's not a father. He's not a father. And so then I said, well, right now we talk about family. Did you grow up with both parents? Did you grow up with a mother and father? No. Well, you can't speak neither. You didn't speak neither because you can't talk about family because you ain't grow up with both parents. Shut her the fuck up. Don't say I can't speak on the situation. I live in a house with all my siblings. They had nothing but kids, and I raised them too. They call me Daddy Motherfucking Donald. Every time I'm around a person's child, they all say, yo, do you have kids? I'm like, no. They're like, wow, you good with kids. Because I'm a man. I have to be a mother to be good with kids. That's a kid, I'm a man. Be good with kids. Simple. Shout out to you folks. Thank you for tuning in. This is Icy Don, aka Don M, the FDMG Boogeyman, the ultimate trolling warrior. The ultimate trolling warrior, folks. Don M is in the house. Donald's in the house. Thank you for tuning in. We're talking about making America great again, and I'm also going to break it down. We're breaking it down. In order for us to make America great again, we must first stop being lazy. We must get our women organizing, or get our women involved. We must organize. And there was one more, but if you go back to the beginning, then you can catch it. I can't remember it. But we got to get organized. We got to motivate our women. Because, ladies and gentlemen, making America great again means that we are doing vegetation. Y'all stupid people thinking, oh, it's about slavery. So, look, if that's the way your mind go, okay, then I'm going to help you out then. America was so much better when there was slavery because the black people was very productive. Best and its greatest when black people was productive. I hope y'all caught that. I'm going to say it again for your retards. Then I'm going to say it again for those people who's really trying to get it. But for those ignorant people who be retards, I'm going to say it again for you. But for all those people who want to hear what I said and get it and understand, I got you. America was at its best when black people was very productive. When black people was productive. Once black people became unproductive, America went downhill. But when black people was at its best, was at its peak of productivity, that just so happened to be during slavery time. Now, if you take away the word slavery, you take away the harsh treatment, you take away all that, black America was at its greatest. America was built when we was productive. No one can deny it. No one can argue it. No one better even try to argue. I will slay you with your own words. I will slay you with your own words. Because I'm tired of you saying, we built this country. We built this country with our backs. Yeah, that's my point. So when we built this country, that's when the world was at its best, when we was building. The world is at its worst when we are taking and destroying. So when the white man comes and says it's time to make America great again, it's not about becoming a slave. It's about we need to get these black folks some jobs and get them productive. We need to save these black people their jobs. Because if these motherfuckers right here become any more unproductive than what they are, the world is going to be going in complete shambles. And this side is trying to make it that way. This side is trying to make them so complacent. Now, yo, get what I'm fucking saying, folks. The blue side is trying to make you so complacent, so unproductive that because they provide you with a system that you're relying on. This nigga saying, let's pull that whole system away. Let's get them productive. Let's get them going. And let's watch America become great again. But y'all don't get it because y'all want handouts. And then y'all want to cast spells on other people to want handouts. You want free rides. You want free cheese. You want that block of cheese. You want bun and cheese. You want some rice. What else they give? You want a box of fucking potatoes. You want a box of mashed potatoes. What else they be giving? I don't know what they be giving. You want free stuff. You want some canned string beans and some carrots, diced carrots in the box. You want free stuff. But America wasn't great when there was just nothing but free stuff. America was always great when we was productive, when black people was productive. And once you can get that in your thick skulls, then you understand wordplay. Why you think hip hop is one of the fastest growing, #1 musical tools ever? The wordplay of the language, the words. I'ma kill you. Huh? I'ma kill you. I'ma destroy you with these lyrics. I'ma kill you, son. I'ma kill you. Oh, yo, he killed him. He killed him. The nigga's walking right there. He's alive. He's not dead. He killed him with the words. Yo, I'ma murder you, son. Oh, you don't want that microphone. I'ma murder you. Damn, they gonna murder him. It's wordplay. So in order for us to make America great again, you have to stop being lazy ass niggas. Because I swear, the world, we are the entertainment of the world. The entertainment of the world. We have the minds of the masses in a whole. We have the minds of the masses in ourselves. But because we don't know what to do with all the minds of the masses of people. Once you have the minds of the mass of people, you got to lead them in the right direction. Or you got to lead them some type of direction. And what we're doing is we got the minds of the mass of the people, and we got the spotlight on us, and we are failing. And the world don't want that. The world want to see us shine, yo. You don't even get it. I swear to you. Yo, I remember one time Trump said, shit was funny. He said, when Hillary decided she was going to run for office, he said he had to run. But he said, but when he saw Barack Obama step up, he said, hey, well, maybe this guy can do something. Like I say, the world is waiting for us to do something. And then when we don't shine, then they going to ridicule us to death. What's up, Chief? When we don't shine, folks, oh yeah, it's time to shine on them. And that's what we don't get. When we don't shine, the world shines on us, because we always talk about how we shine and glistening. You better be listening. Let's infiltrate this mission with precision. We always talk about how we, got this and we doing that and we got this and doing that. And so when it's time for us to truly shine, when the spotlight is on us and we fumble, you damn Skippy, they're going to jump on you. You damn Skippy, they're going to attack you. Because they sitting there and they waiting for you to shine. They want to see you shine. You talk about shining all the time, so shine. But once you dim your own light, oh, they're gonna pull the plug on your ass. And then y'all gonna be mad. Shine. Matter of fact, 2024, 2025, Black Man Rise, Original Rebel, it's time for us to shine. 2020, y'all was talking about dustyism. In 2020, everything was about dusty. Oh, and that person dusty. Now this year, everybody, let's talk about shining. Oh, he's shining. Let's see if we can say those words. It's time for us to start reversing this curse. When the man is shining, when the female's shining, let's acknowledge them. They shining. You want to acknowledge when they dusty. Acknowledge when they shining. You always want to acknowledge when they not shining. So now 2024, 2025 is the year where we're going to acknowledge folks for shining. That's how you're going to win. Once the spotlight's on us, we ain't going to ridicule ourselves where we put our own lights out and then they can run with that shit. That's not making America great again. We're going to make it great by shining. What you think about that? That's not making it great again? You want to dim everyone light? So we want to cut off everybody's light bulb? We want to be Con Edison and Pete Cope? We want to cut off everybody's lights, huh? Well, nah, I beg to differ. We're going to shine now because the world wants to see us shine. But like I say, we also have to have a civil war, because all those folks who don't want to shine and all those folks who want to dim everyone's lights, they got to go. And that's how I'm living on that. They got to go. If it's your child, your kids, and you know your kids is already those individuals, you might as well take them out yourself. You might as well take them off the planet Earth right now, because all they're going to do is they're going to just torture you all the way to your bitter end and watch you just melt away. That's what your kids going to do to you. They're going to torture you for their entire lives and then watch you melt away and then disappear because you brought a demon in the world. If you brought demon kids in the world, that's what their job is, to torment you. And at the very end, you can be like, I have a demon child. Oh, you're 35 years of age. Now you realize you have a demon child. There's a lot of demon people that's out here that was birthed and they were supported by their parents. But if their parents would have checked them for what they are, then we'd have seen them. But as long as you allow your little devil-ass kids to be devils and not checking them, then they're going to torture you at the very end. Oh, he's in my way. So yeah, I'm on this bus right now. We're going to do this video. So I ain't going to stop. We're going to talk. Now I got that spotlight. So look, we're on the bus. So now I'm going to talk. So now I'm going to talk up a little louder so everybody can hear me too. Because what was we talking about? We talked about demon children, right? We talked about a lot of these parents and their demon kids and how they raise these demon children. Did you raise any demon kids? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about parents raising up demon children and defending them. That's not making America great again. We have to start checking our own children. I'm using this Make America Great Again because I want y'all to take those words and do those words. Like I say, we got to stop being lazy. I'm looking at this bus, right? And if I can ask everybody, are you going to work? How many people do you think on this bus is going to work? Am I going to work? Understand what I'm saying? Technically, I'm not. I'm on my way to go pick something up, and then I have to go back another way to go get something. But I want to know how many people actually have a job. I want to know how many people on this bus right now is entrepreneurs, creating their own job. I want to know how many people on this bus is supporting people who have their own business. But when you out and about, these are questions that you gotta ask yourself and you gotta ask people. How much of this community do you support? Do you really want it to get better? And that's where we are. Y'all want to ride with racism. Y'all want to ride this election of racism? Nah, that's not enough right now. Let's just go down to straight morals. If you are complaining about programs that they are going to take, they talk about taking away, you already have a lazy mindset. A real person not even think about those programs. A real person is not even thinking about those programs. But if you like, oh, he's going to cut this and he's going to cut that and they're going to cut this, that means that you already qualify as a lazy ass person. Because those programs shouldn't even really be affecting you. Even if you qualify from it, it shouldn't even affect you in your psyche, in your mindset. Oh, they're going to take away, they trying to take away education. Well, folks, you got to understand, for 100 years, we've been talking and teaching this history. And this history of hate, because we haven't organized. That's what I'm saying. If we organize, then we'd be like, nah, you can't take away our history. But we haven't organized, and we haven't made a statement. So all it is just like stirring up old soup. It's taking soup and putting it in the freezer and redoing it. Putting it back out and redoing it. That's what you're doing. You're just reheating old pinto bean soup, black eyed pea soup. What kind of neck bones up in that shit? You. That's what we doing when we talk about all this Black history shit, yo. If we ain't talking about our elevation and how we use that Black history, now we elevate it to the highest level. If we just using it as tools, just to be like, never forget your history. What history?
Right, that makes sense, right?
That these people was out there and they was marching.
That's true.
Because if there's no people following this history and being the princes of this history, all it is just practicing like voodoo, witchcraft. But y'all don't see it that way. It's casting spells. Spell casting is spell casting, no matter what way you look at it. When you teaching people to hate one another because of the history, but you're not teaching people to really actually organize and for the better, for the future, that's called witchcraft. That's called spell casting. And there's so many spell casters because there's so many witches and warlocks out here And it's sad. So now we're going to talk about all the people who could be doing some gardening. We talk about high blood pressure. Oh, my pressure's up. Like if I was to go ask everybody on this bus about their health, and they was to give an honest God truthful answer, 70% of this bus, maybe 80% of this bus is sick. 70 to 80% of the people on this bus is sick. And it's probably going to deal with sugar and salt. And that's because we don't have no real people no more. We don't have people that's growing vegetation. Everybody wants fast food. Nobody want to cook. Everybody want to be lazy. That's why everybody's sick. But nobody want to really talk about that. They just want somebody to sugarcoat shit and give them something so they can go run back to the store and give it to Ak. They can't wait to give their money to the Muslim people, the Arab cats. They take their money and they go right there to the Arab stores and they give them their money ASAP. They go right to the Chinese people and give them their money ASAP. Nobody want to grow food though. Nobody even want to cook. But when you talk about a country supposed to get better, how is the country going to get better if no one's cooking? Like I said, we can talk about simple shit. If our women is not cooking no more, if there's no more families, there's no man in the house, there's no families, and women's not really cooking for the kids right now, they just gonna make some French fries and chicken tenders that they took out the freezer. No vegetables. How you think that child's health is gonna be in 20 years? It's gonna be sad and sick. That's why it's important for us to have family. Because with family, you understand the importance of eating properly. But when you're not really doing anything for nobody, you just become lazy and you just want the kids to have something in their stomach, you give them cereal for dinner. Now they're sitting on the stomach of milk. Their body temperature is 98 degrees, the milk heating up, and now they got stomach issues because they wake up with stomach problems. Because they went to sleep with milk in the stomach. But nobody wants to talk about that. We want to make it a racial issue. Everything's about race. Everything don't have to be about race. The real race is, are we going to win? That's the real race. Now, I'm trying to move from you. Walk right next to me again. You getting off? Yeah, I moved from the people, and the people still came to me. So you ask, why am I on this bus? The car overheated. The vehicle overheated, folks. What the hell are you doing walking in the rain? Not trying to be in nobody's rain. But the car overheated. Someone burned down the house. Like I said, we're going through a whole lot of crazy shit. I'm on these crowd ass buses. It's so corny. You getting off? So, to make this country great, we can't have no more single mommies. We got to end that whole situation. Once we can end single mama too, if that's a word, mama too, single mamahood, single parenting is not the move. So if we can raise up our children who's being born right now, never ever to believe in like raising a child by yourself, that's step one to making this country great. All the poison that we was infested with of thinking that being a single parent was something that represents strength, that was the worst doctrine that y'all can be indoctrinated with. I mean, I don't know how y'all took that and embedded that in your system to believe, because that was the worst thing y'all could. That was a spell that was cast on y'all to make families disappear. There's nothing strong about one side of these. There's nothing strong if you sitting in the chair. If you have a chair and one side of the chair the legs are there and the other side of the chair there's no legs, you don't have a chair. You don't have a family if one side of the family's not there. You can't say, I'm doing this for my family. That's why I'm doing this for my kids. We only hear I'm doing it for family. And just because you say that you're doing it for your kids, that actually is a sin. That sounds crazy. So for us to really make this country better and great, I'm begging you. Why is this shit not going on me? All this time I thought the camera was on me. So for us to make this country great again, we must really change our mindset and change the way we think. There's so much evil in us, and so much evil in you. Like honestly, the world needs like a exorcism. The entire world needs an exorcism because a lot of people have the devil in them. You can see it in their face too. You can see it in their eyes, and you can also hear it in their voice. In order for that spirit to be taken out the people, you have to identify. You have to, as long as we're not talking about situations, we're not talking about it, it's just going to keep infesting. It's like having a house filled with roaches and you don't do nothing about it. It's just you're going to have an infestation. So if we ain't talking about this demonic ass people walking this earth, and we ain't going to talk to them and we ain't going to be solutions, all you did is just allow them to infest the world with their kids. Now they bringing in more kids. And I'm like, yo, kill them. It has to go to extreme of killing if we don't correct. So if we're not correcting the problems, we're going to have to kill it. So now let's talk political. I gave you 40 minutes. So now we're going to talk political. All right, y'all ready to talk politics now? For like the last 20 years, one of the most difficult stories of our lives is to get support, to be supportive of one another. A man, especially a black man, he has a business plan, he has an idea, he's telling his girlfriend, he's telling his wife, he's telling whatever, and the support's not there. She says, you need to get a job. She don't believe in the words that's coming out his mouth. She even expressed and let him know, like, it's not good enough. Then you have this president, Joe Biden, who all these black women saying, I'm going to stand by him. But you couldn't even stand by your baby father. Let's talk politics. It's a complete disgrace to watch our black women support this man. I'm not saying support the red team. I'm saying you need to close the door on that blue team. The same way you close the door on your baby fathers, the same way you close the door on your own father, you need to shut the door on the life of Joe. He's been in it 40 years. You done gave that man enough time. He has not proven shit to you. And for you to say I'm going to still support that man, y'all sound like devils. And that's as real as it's going to be said. If you have a baby father, you never supported his ideas, his dreams, but you say I'm going to cast my vote for this fool, you said you hate your children. But nobody's going to tell you that. Because they want you just to ride the wave of racism. But what about sexism? Because one of the worst things outside, take away racism, what about sexism? Sexism is worse than racism. But nobody wants to talk about that. More men are discriminated against. Men are discriminated against anything in the straight. Should I say straight men are discriminated against in this more than any race of people on this planet. You're a straight man, you instantly discriminate against. Don't be black and straight. You're castrated, you're hung. But nobody's talking about sexism. Because it's going to put the spotlight on the other party. But we're going to talk sexism here. A lot of men are too afraid to talk up and speak up. But we ain't going to have no women talk about sexism and saying that sexism is a horrible thing right now, because when you look at sexism, who's winning in sexism? Fruity Pop women, the alphabetical ABC order. That's winning. I'm not cool with that. But nobody's going to talk about it. That's not making America great again. When you have sexist people talk about they don't need something. That's the worst spell casting ever. But nobody want to call it for what it is. But the word exists. Spells is real. You think you got to say abracadabra for it to work? One of the worst spells that was casted on this planet was fear. But people don't even look at that as a spell. When you put fear in your children, when you put fear in your girls, when you put that type of fear in your daughters, where she thinks that, okay, this guy coming down the block, I gotta go across the street, and it's like 10 o'clock in the morning, broad daylight, and she says, I gotta walk across the street because he might hurt me. You don't know that was a spell that y'all put in her head that lasts for life, and she passed it down to her children, her daughters? Let's talk about casting spells. Because like I said, in order for us to make America great, we can't do that no more. But this country is not going to be great if we're going to be allowing alphabetical ABC order to run this country. How can you say this country will become great if you got confused people about their own selves running the world? They're already confused. If you're a confused person, you must step to the back of the bus. You gotta go to the back. But this world is so messed up and backwards. They say nah, let them shine. Go back to that word. Let the confused people shine. That's why we have lazy people. That's why we have no vegetation. That's why we have nobody growing vegetables and fruits. That's why we got kids idolizing, getting left back and failing in school. That's why we got everything that's wrong right. Because we're not correct in those situations. Oh, I got a gay cousin, so tell him that he's a fool. Oh, my mother, she's bisexual. Well, tell her that she needs God. But until we fix these situations, we're gonna have demons ruling the earth, and that's not making anything good. Damn it, man! Of all days, my car had to break down. Let me sidetrack real quick, and I have to vent for a hot second because you know what I'm saying, we be talking and you be thinking the strength, but yo, since I done moved out that dude's house, I done encountered so many little demons. And it's so crazy because it's like my lifeline and my livelihood is like just slowly being snatched away. You understand what I'm saying? All my personal stuff is being snatched away. All my business stuff snatched away. All the way to a point where I had my stuff in this one house and they burnt the house down. My deep freezer, my clothes. And it was either a guy or a girl. I know it was a guy. I met the guy. I know it was the girl who gave me the key to move in. She's the one who burnt the house down. I know the dude didn't do it. How do I know? Because he just came home from jail, one. Two, he wasn't trying to go back. We had a conversation. He barricaded the door. He blocked it off so the girl couldn't get back in the house. She came back and burnt the shit down. And it's his house with my stuff in it. So as I'm sitting here talking about making this country great again, I'm dealing with a personal life situation that's really annoying. And I pretty much don't have nothing except for this bag that's on my back. So do Umar owe me my money? Yes, he owes me my money. And he gotta give it to me. Like I say, all this stuff that's being bottled up, only doing is making the warrior come out. Yo, I got walking this pouring ass rain. Oh my God, I'm in trouble. This is bananas. The other day, oh man. Yo, you know it's raining as hell. Yo, Umar, you better put that plastic down. You know it's raining in your school. Yo. Damn, this shit stink. Yo, this rain smell like Get yourself a never supported him. Understand what I'm saying?